Hello, everyone. This is Jason with Stronghold Collectibles, and we are going to start our FOC Final Order Cutoff pre-order show. This is the show where we talk about the comics that are going to be out in about 3 to 6 weeks generally, but we put in our orders now in order to guarantee we get them. We will order as many as we can for the shelves. That makes sense for us, but the best way to guarantee you get a book is to pre-order it. So we're going to look through the books together, and if you see something you'd like, please speak up. We'll be sure we either pre-order or subscribe you to it. You can pick the cover you like, and you pay for it when it comes in. We put it in your folder, and you come by and pick it up. Any questions, please just type it out in chat, and we'll get started. This will also be available to watch later. This is being recorded, and if you are watching this recorded, please, if you see something you like, reach out to us, and we will help make sure you get it. If I go through and show something that you'd like me to spend more time on, maybe show off a little bit better, go closer on the picture, read the blurb, just speak up and let me know. Adventure Time, number 11. I don't know, I would start with... Okay, let's go back a little bit. Okay, Absolute Flash, number 13. Cover C, strangely enough. I don't know why just cover C. Sometimes they will FOC certain covers a little bit early because they need more time for them. It's just strange to me that we're not seeing the A cover and the B cover and just the C. But yes, Absolute Flash number 13, cover C. Super cute cover with Flash, Wally, and his Grodd pet. Adventure Time number 11, cover A, and cover B. Blank. By the way, we are doing this show live from the shop because we are having our special 5th year anniversary sale going on until 7 p.m. So I'm still here at the shop. Chris and Christina working hard, so we're doing the FOC show from here.
Hi, everybody.
All right, blank cover. 1 in 10. 1 in 20. Babs, the Black Road South. Number 3, cover A. Here is the Keith Burns 3-copy unlock. I mean, those are Hobbits, right? I mean, those are Hobbits if I've ever seen Hobbits. Barbarian, Behind Bars, number 2. What is he holding in his hand there? Oh, his little placard, okay. Batman, Superman, World's Finest, number 49. As always, with the Dan Mora cover. Ooh, those are some not from this multiverse Batman and Superman. Here is the Nathan Zerdy. Looks like Supergirl and Robin having some fun. Carl Kerschel variant. Is that Robin on his little Robin motorbike? I like it. I guess Batman's on a bike too, but Robin's is cute. That is a really cool cover for World's Finest, Batman, Superman, World's Finest 49, the Adrian Gutierrez cover. The Dan Mora corner box spot foil. That's a good one right there. Batwoman number 1. This is part of the big new Next Level initiative that DC is doing. This Next Level is all about pushing characters who haven't been pushed in a while, who've kind of been background for a bit, haven't had their own book, haven't been leading in a book, have been kind of set to the side. And I really like that Next Level, this whole idea of this next story push is to bring some of these characters back to the forefront, not just by having a book, but by putting real quality creators on these books. This one is with Greg Rucka, and then art by Danny. One of my favorite things about DC is not afraid to put high-level cover artists doing interiors as well. On Marvel, I feel like you're typically just see them do the covers. Danny does covers all the time, and here she is doing the interiors as well. Eisner Award winner Greg Rucka and visionary artist Danny bring on the next level for Batwoman. Batwoman, daughter, sister, soldier, hero. But since she was 10 years old, Kate Kane has lived in the shadow of a prophecy and the machinations of a religion devoted to the end of all things. How do you fight the devil when the devil is real? And how do you win? Acclaimed writer and co-creator of the modern Batwoman, Greg Rucka, returns to the story of Kate Kane alongside visionary artist Danny for a DC Next Level series that will redefine Batwoman and her mission for a new generation. The A cover is $3.99. And then the B, C, everything like that is going to be cardstock for $1 more. Here is the B by Stefan Sejic. This personally is my favorite of the covers. Beautiful painted cover. Art Germ cover. It's rare. I like this Art Germ, but it's rare that I don't choose Art Germ as my favorite. Jorge Corona. The 1 in 25 by Joshua Swaby. If we show a ratio, incentive ratio, like a 1 in 25, 1 in 50, and you're interested in it, we'll have to quote you on that. But let us know, and we can give you a quote on any ratio you're interested in. Beat Everyone Up, trade paperback. Looks like a fun series from Maverick. Beat Everyone Up, kind of like a video game 1-up. Bible 2, trade paperback. Hail to the King of the Jews, baby. Looks like Jesus with machine guns on a unicorn. Bleeding Hearts 1, second print. We still have some first prints available, but it is sold out of the distributor level. This one has a cool purple logo. If you want a first print and haven't checked it out, this is by Dennis Camp, who Rob Liefeld recently called this modern era's Alan Moore, and I agree with him. Dennis Camp is killing it with his awesome writing and weird twists and turns you never see coming. He is the writer of Absolute Martian Manhunter and The Ultimates, his new series, creator-owned series, Bleeding Hearts, number 1, second print. There is a B cover with a black and white Nick Dragata. Breaklands, trade paperback, volume 2. Catwoman 85, cover A by Fiumara. Frank Cho, beautiful pen and ink sketch cover. Oh, I may be connected to the wrong Wi-Fi. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, y'all still with me? Can I get somebody to give me a thumbs up if everything's still connected and good? All right, thank you. Catwoman 85, cover C, Mahmoud Asrar. Ooh, look at this beautiful Scott Forbes cover. Scott Forbes reminds me a lot of Joshua Middleton, and I would say that is as a compliment to Scott Forbes. Leslie Lyrics Lee, International Women's Day variant. Clyde, in Espanol. And Clyde hardcover, not in Espanol, in English. And the trade paperback version. Comic shop news, as you know, we always have it here for you at the shop. Conan the Barbarian. This is a pack with 25 through 28 together. Limited to 800 copies of this pack. The Conjuring hardcover official Conjuring Universe coloring book. Darkness, number 4 of the Top Cow ongoing Darkness book that is a cohort of Witchblade. B cover by Bruno Abdias. Yeah. 1 in 25. And do not miss these Invincible team-up variants. They're really good, and they've been hot. So be sure you pre-order yours. A lot of them have been selling off the shelf faster than we expect. Here is the Darkness number 4 Ed Benez Invincible cover. It is a good one. Let me tell you. Conjuring coloring book is $15.99. Dead Teenagers number 1. This is a new series from Oni Press. There's no escaping high school. Since 1997, 5 friends have been trapped in the ultimate nightmare as a mysterious entity forces them to relive their first prom night over and over again, and re-kills them in new and increasingly insane ways each time. They dress up, they party, they make out, and no matter what they try to change, they always die. Until now. Something is about to break the cycle that has kept Alicia, JT, Ryder, Brandy, and their group of friends locked in a bizarre purgatory beyond all understanding. But what they find on the other side will be the most disturbing revelation of all. Hell is the 90s in this brash and brutal, genre-distorting ode to the generation that gave us Scream and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And what's become of them since, as GLAAD Award-winning nominated writer Jude Ellison S. Doyle and hyper-talented artist Caitlin Yarsky unleashed the year's most clever and compulsively page-turning horror thriller. $4.99. So it seems like a horror Groundhog Day with teenagers. Here is the B cover. This is a fun C cover here. What is this an homage to? Pretty in Pink? Is that what I'm... Or no, Pretty Woman? Pretty Woman. Yes, that's the Pretty Woman cover. That's, of course, I should know that. All right, Brian. Putting you down for that. Got it. Thank you very much, Brian. All right. This is the 1 in 10. The 1 in 20. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn number 14. B, black and white cover. Death Fight Forever number 1, second print. This sold out quick. It jumped up on the speculation list. I haven't got a chance to read it yet myself. Hopefully you were one of the lucky few who grabbed a copy. But if you want to, here's the second print available. Well, let's take a look. Super Thief Bruiser Brothers Crash and Bash Biggle jump into action to help Commander Thunderfang fight interdimensional crime boss Lord Slither. But a run-in with Marla Mendoza, leader of the Cops gang and Slither's most formidable loyalist, changes the course of Bash's life forever. An all-new action comedy from best-selling writer Andrew McLean from Headlopper and gonzo artist Alexis Zarit. Sounds very interesting. Oh, another big next-level title. Deathstroke the Terminator. Written by Tony Fleeks of Stray Dogs, Feral, many great things. Local Man. The world's deadliest assassin hits the next level with Tony Fleeks and Carmine Di Giandomenico. Soldier turned superhuman assassin for hire, Slade Wilson has made hundreds of enemies in his day, and now one of them is taking his world apart piece by piece. The hit is out on Deathstroke as he evolves into his purest form, a Terminator out for revenge and ready to kill anyone who stands in his way. Prepare for brutal violence with over-the-top action and intrigue from the twisted mind of writer Tony Fleecs, Stray Dogs, Uncanny Valley, with pulse-pounding art by Carmine Di Giandomenico from Flash, Giandomenico. DC's contract-killing boogeyman is back and bloodier than ever. So here is the A cover. B cover by Dan Panozin. That's a good one. I'm a Dan Panozin fan. Here is the Eom cover. I'm also an Eom fan. I think Chris told me it's actually Keong EOM. Like you say, EOM. Here is the Jorge Corona cover. The 1 in 25 from the writer, Tony Fleecs. Yeah, and that's the different options for the Deathstroke, the Terminator #1. Brian, you'll take the B cover. Good choice. And Matt, you would like the C cover and a sub. You got it. Thank you, guys. Next up is the part 2 of the Batman Year 2, Detective Comics 576. And this one is art by Todd McFarlane. First one had Alan Davis art. And this is where Todd McFarlane takes over the title. Both covers and interiors is Todd McFarlane Batman art. Facsimile for $3.99. Then you can also get the foil version for $6.99. Dick Tracy trade paperback, volume 3. Disney Princess hardcover, the official Funko Pop coloring book. Dork #1, third printing. If you have missed out, jump on the third printing. We have some second printings ordered. I think I got 10 orders in before FOC, and I think we have 13 currently that people want, called for. I did add 20 additional orders of the second print. I have no idea if I'm going to get those. So if you're not sure, order the third print. Dream Theater Parasomnia hardcover. DuckTales Volume 1 hardcover. And the trade paperback collected edition. EC Catacomb of Torment #9. They look like they're having such a good time, too. Yet there's someone watching. The B cover by Yannick Paquette. 1 in 10. 1 in 20. 1 in 50. Elseworld Superman Omnibus with that great Mike Mignola cover. End of Life #2. This one has been doing really well. Also by Kyle Starks. About a hitman who is dying, I believe. We have some #1s left in stock, but they are going fast. The second of the new Vertigo titles. So far, looks like Vertigo coming back has been an absolute hit. No surprise from DC, hitting on all cylinders. B cover by Tyler Boss. Well, that sucks. The C Jeff Spokes cover. Exquisite Corpses number 11, the penultimate issue. But there has been a spin-off title to Exquisite Corpses just announced. So yes, Exquisite Corpses will continue in a new spin-off after this series is over. 11C for Tony G. And yeah, that rhymed. That wasn't a mistake. Got it? And the stealth variant here. 1 in 25. What am I looking at here? Oh, good times. 1 in 50. And the Invincible Team-Up variant. Yeah, I'll go show the B cover better. Here is the Invincible. As you can see, Image is doing Invincible Team-Up variants across their whole line. And here is the Exquisite Corpses one. And let's go back and take a look at that B cover. Sorry, I did go by that one quickly. Here is the B cover to Exquisite Corpses 11. All right, B cover for our friend Brian. Thank you. Geiger, number 22, the A cover. The B cover. Oh, I think you're right, Jerry. I think that is an homage to a Deviant. Deviant, right? There's more to the title. Is it just Deviant? No, it's just Deviant from James Tynan. Here is the C cover to Geiger. And here is the Invincible Team-Up. Oh, Gary Frank did the cover too. Nice. Ghost Pepper number 9 by Ludo Lullaby. I enjoy Ghost Pepper. B cover from Alan Qua. The 1 in 10 action figure variant. The 1 in 25 from Riley Rossmo. 1 in 50, Joey Vasquez. And here is another of the Invincible Team-Ups. Invincible Month variant. G.I. Joe number 1, 6th printing of G.I. Joe number 1. This is a big one. G.I. Joe number 20. It's happening. Optimus Prime and Duke on the cover. If you are a Transformers fan, a G.I. Joe fan, this is one to get. And I think the A cover is probably the best cover. B cover. C cover. 1 in 25. Oh, the 1 in 50 is pretty darn good too. And here is the Invincible Team-Up for G.I. Joe. Good as Dead, trade paperback collected edition. Green Arrow Year 1 compact edition. This is from Andy Diggle and Jock. The story that defined Green Arrow. And remember, these DC compact comics are $9.99. Green Lantern 33. This is early solicitation for Green Lantern 33 because this is the G cover from Gilliam March, the glow-in-the-dark cover, which means they need a little bit more time to fulfill these orders. The regular number 33 covers will probably be next week, but if you want the glow-in-the-dark, you need to FOC order it now. Hawk Moon, The Battle of Camargue, hardcover. Heavy Metal number 1, being offered again. If you missed out on Heavy Metal Magazine number 1, the recent re-release, they are re-offering it. So this isn't a second print. They have some more available, and they are offering it to order again. Herculoids hardcover, volume 1. Or you can get that in trade paperback. Invincible Universe Battle Beast number 1, 6 printing. That is a really cool Ryan Ottley cover for the 6th print. And here is a number 2, 3rd printing. Again, an Ottley cover. Here's a number 3, 3rd printing. Number 4, 3rd printing. Number 5, 2nd print. Number 6, 2nd print. So if you missed any Invincible Battle Beast, if we don't have the back issues and you want a new cover, whatever the reason, you can catch up. And here is number 7. This is the A cover for number 7, the new issue. This is the one. Todd McFarlane doing Battle Beast. How often do you see Todd McFarlane do covers that aren't Spawn? Oh, was that number 4 reprint of Jeff Darrow? It looked like Jeff Darrow. Yeah, this is the B cover. This is the one, the Todd McFarlane cover of Battle Beast. Awesome to see Todd McFarlane lending his talents to someone else's book. All right, so Tony, you're going to take a McFarlane Battle Beast. 2 of them. Got it. Thank you very much. Jerry, Battle Beast for you. Thank you very much. Alrighty. C cover is the 1 in 10, Chris Burnham. 1 in 25. What am I looking at here? Okay. I guess I see it. The 1 in 50. The 1 in 75. The 1 in 100. And here is the Invincible team up for Battle Beast. Capes Universe, Invincible Universe Capes number 1, 2nd print with a new cover. That's cool. If you're not familiar, Capes is part of the Invincible Universe. It actually came out a long time ago, back in the 2000s. Went 6 issues and then ended. They have remastered and reprinted the first 6 issues, and then it will continue on with a new number 7 and be ongoing from there on out. JLA Trade Paperback, Book 3. Kids Comics 101 Dalmatians. Lion King number 3. B cover. C cover. D cover. 1 in 10. And as Dynamite does, lots and lots of extra ratio variants. Another next level book. It is Lobo. This is the Jorge Corona book, written by Scotty Young, art by Jorge Corona. Scotty Young and Jorge Corona take the main man to the next level. Vroom! The main man's back, baby, and his ride is a motorcycle that moves at the speed of sound, but only if that sound is a ripping guitar solo. And you better hop on before he leaves you in the dust, with all the bastages he's fragged for money or convenience. The Eisner-nominated creative team that brought you a fantastic parable of adolescence in the Midwest, the story of an artist who embraces darkness a little too closely, and the tale of a gunslinger with too much grit to stay buried, brings you a classic yarn spun in the star-kissed threads of the cosmic DC universe. It's a gut-soaked path from DCKO to the end of the universe, where Lobo is going to scratch his name and number in the source wall with a cool knife. Don't miss the mayhem, special guests, or tasty, tasty continuity. Don't you do it. A cover here. It feels like Jorge Corona in Scotty Young's style. I mean, y'all have to see that also, right? That's the A cover. Here is the B, the EOM cover. This friendly little doggy. Here is the C, Jorge Corona cover. Oh, for sure, yeah. Here is the Liber Mayho foil cover. And this is the 1 in 25. Okay. Thank you, Tony. Good choices. 1 in 25. And okay, and those are our options. I swear at one point they had the Liber Mayho non-foil, but it looks like they cut that one out. All right, Brian, A cover of this. Got it. Thank you. Yeah, I know they did. They really did. When I first was doing FOC picks, they had the Bermejo non-foil, but it seems to be gone. Or you know what? It might not be gone. For some reason, when they showed the Bermejo cover, non-foil, it didn't have a picture. And the foil did. So whenever I made my FOC picks, I just used the foil picture on the regular one. For some reason, when I'm looking through this system, it doesn't show you the item if it doesn't have a picture. So it probably still exists. Let's see. Yeah, A, C, D. So the B cover, that's the C cover. So the B cover is the Bermejo non-foil. But for whatever reason, they're not. They have the picture missing, even though they have it as the foil. Lucky Devils number 7, cover A. Okay, C. Yeah, you said B because I get it, because it was the second one I showed. Yeah. The B cover by Jim Rugg. All right, Bishop. Wanted the B cover. Okay, so the B cover would be this cover, not in foil. This is the C cover. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the C cover. So if you want this one, it's the C cover. No problem. I see why it's confusing. C cover, and for Tony, he's going to take a B, a C, and a foil. Got it. Great choices, everyone, all around. Mad Magazine 49. Tony would like the Mad Magazine number 49. The EOM, Gary, I agree with you. The one with the dog, I think that's going to be the hot one. The Jim Rugg cover for Brian of Lucky Devils. Thank you. Yeah, every so often one cover just blows up, and I'm with you. I think it's going to be this one. All right. Brian G will take a C cover also. Excellent. Marvel's Iron Man, the first 60 years hardcover. I recently got the Daredevil one they did for this. They did a first 60 years of Daredevil. Really cool hardcover. $24.99. Here is the Iron Man version. I did, Brian. Muppets Noir, number 2. Number 1 of this noir series has been doing really good for us here in the shop. Issue 2 on FOC. Metal Virgin. 1 in 15 line art. New Titans, number 33. All new lineup, and it all starts here. So this was previously called Titans, right? So it was Titans 32 was the last issue, and now it's New Titans 33 with an all-new lineup. Who are the New Titans? After helping save the world from yet another world-ending event, the Titans have earned some much-deserved rest. Back in Titan's Tower, they're glad to be reunited again. But it almost feels too good to be true. Are these Titans who they claim to be? And if they can't trust each other, can they even trust themselves? Tate Bromball and Sammy Basri kick off a brand new era for the next generation of superheroes. Well, it looks like Wonder Girl. It looks like John Kent Superman. Spoiler, that's a good addition. I'm a big spoiler fan. And what about Tara? And is this Starfire with them, or is this Starfire? I think that's Starfire with the background Titans. So I think it's showing us these 4. Interesting. So New Titans. The Stephen Byrne cover. Don't let Barbara see this cover. The Ethan Young cover. Another International Women's Day cover by Leslie Lyrics Lee, this time of Raven. The spot foil corner box variant. Night Season 1, Trade Paperback Volume 3. Nightwing 136, really cool artistic looking Jorge Fornes cover. The Jeff Spokes variant. The Jorge Jimenez corner box spot foil variant. Nightwing, A Night in Bloodhaven, Compendium number 3, trade paperback. This is I believe during the Chuck Dixon and Scott McDaniel period. Our Soot-Stained Heart number 4, the final issue of this series from Mad Cave Studios. Palookaville, hardcover, volume 25. Pecos Bill and the Guns of Oz, number 3. B cover. C cover. D cover. Racer X, number 5 of 8. Rafael Garcia Hinchman, number 1, with a Kit Wallace cover. What if life in a supervillain organization was less like a James Bond movie and more like working at Walmart corporate? Rafael Garcia Hinchman brings the old familiar tropes of a dark workplace comedy by way of a brand new cinematic superhero universe. From Emmy Award-winning writer Peter Murrieta and writer-filmmaker David Schrader comes an action comedy that mixes the daily grind of the office with the slacker absurdity of Stripes, if the general in charge was more like Lex Luthor. Looks like an interesting new title. So it'll probably be $100 on eBay the day it comes out. That's how things work now. B cover. That is not a promise, by the way. Do not buy it for that reason. All right, here is the cover C, Dan Mendoza double cover nude bagged variant. Yeah, only $99.99, of course. Rick and Morty 10th Anniversary Omnibus hardcover volume 4. Savage Sword of Conan 13 cover A. I don't think these are good fishing waters, Conan. I wouldn't do it. Somebody was in the shop the other day, and he goes, "Oh, look, it's Conan." And the guy goes, "It's Conan." And I just thought that was funny. I didn't get involved and correct him. I just laughed in my head. The B cover. It was not Image, actually, Brian. It is... Who is it? It doesn't say Image. I would guess Source Point? I'm not sure. Mad Cave, Source Point? Really should say, shouldn't it? B cover of Conan. The D cover, the Alex Horley Virgin cover. Sherlock Holmes Dark Detective Special One-Shot, Dr. Nicola and the Soldier Legacy. Skull Kickers Trade Paperback, Volume 2, Compact Edition. Space Relic Hunters hardcover. I've ordered this. This looks really cool. It looks like these kind of European sci-fi high-quality graphic novels that I've really gotten into lately. An exciting new space opera of blockbuster proportions from the creators of Warship Jolly Roger and On Mars. Titan Comics. Okay, thank you, Jerry. After an interplanetary religious war that devastated the galaxy 200 years earlier, 4 gods nicknamed the Great Quartet decided to build a new empire. They established a violent and repressive dictatorship, annihilating all forms of religion other than that devoted to their own worship. The divine legions were created to enforce this order, but despite their surveillance, different species of aliens continued to secretly worship their ancient gods. The situation gave rise to a galactic market in alien relics linked to many now banned religions. That means smuggling and the birth of relic hunters. Aspiring up-and-comer Zia, a human, and Little Merker, a masked alien of unknown origin, are among the best relic hunters in the galaxy, and they've joined a new mission by Vitellis, a former Centurion who deserted the Divine Legions. $24.99. It is a hardcover graphic novel. I believe it has probably been printed before in another language. Other than that, I don't know the answer, Tony. I know I signed up for the Kickstarter to get a special deluxe hardcover version, and then this is what they're offering to comic shops. Spawn Rat City 23, black and white cover. Salmon Twitch Case Files 22, B Virgin cover. Studio Ghibli's Howl's Moving Castle 30 postcards. And Studio Ghibli's Kiki's Delivery Service notebook. And a Ponyo sketchbook. A Spirited Away plush journal. Superman Unlimited number 11. So, what exactly is going on here? We see John Kent here, de-aged. I don't know exactly what's going on. It says the future of John Kent starts here. I think this is John Kent in the back. And the one in the front is either a multiverse, new version, like from another multiverse that he didn't get aged up. So I think we're going to have a young John Kent and an older John Kent. But what do I know? I mean, they're showing this guy. That's John Kent, right? Bruno Redondo cover. Rock the Lynn cover. I mean, who is this guy? I don't know. So maybe they age up John Kent again and then so he gets like the same age as his father. And then they bring in, through a multiverse, the young John Kent again. And we get to have a new kind of John Kent and our old John Kent back, who they never should have aged up. Spot foil corner box variant. Reign of the Superboys connecting cover. Superboys. Yeah, it's got to be both of them. I don't know. Interesting. Teen Titans, the Bronze Age omnibus hardcover. The Thing on the Doorstep, number 2. B cover. Thundercats, Silverhawks, Road to War one-shot. So if you're going to do the Thundercats, Silverhawks crossover, which I believe starts the next week or next month after this, this is the one-shot that starts it all, so you'll definitely want to get this. Here's the B cover by Megan Hetrick. This is an homage to X-Men 268. Is that it? With Wolverine, Captain America, and Black Widow. Okay. Brian's going to make me read this big, long thing. The countdown to catastrophe begins. In this special 40-page one-shot, acclaimed author Ed Brisson and artists Elton Thomas and Alice Leckler bring readers 3 special tales that set the stage for a cataclysmic crossover event to come. The past, Claudio's heir to the throne of Thundara, the Club Lino, struggles to understand his destined place at the head of the kingdom. How can he protect an entire realm when he can barely lift a sword? And with the destruction of their planet looming, will the young prince be able to shoulder the burden of leadership? The present. With mob boss Monstar gone, criminals from the furthest reaches of the galaxy are moving to fill the power vacuum left in his wake. And it's up to the Silverhawks to stop them. But their resources stretch thin, the team has to expand. And when Quicksilver and new recruit Chromium take on an intergalactic biker gang, the veteran and the rookie will face a real trial by fire. The future. For the Thundercats trapped in the far future of Thundercats Lost in Time, the quest to find a way back to the past is proving to be an exercise in frustration. A restless Nico begins pulling away from her teammates to wage a one-woman war against the Darkbirds, whose secrets may hold the key to the cat's survival, past, present, and future. Featuring lots of cool stuff. That's the C cover. Here is the logo cover. The animation variant. A blind bag. The blind bag, let's see, contains 3 Dynamite variants. It is 1984, but it contains 3 variants in the blind bag. The metal, 1 in 10, 1 in 10, and as you know, Dynamite offers lots of incentive ratio types. Okay, now we have some more reprints. Transformers 19, third printing. This looks like a Dustin Wynn. Yep, a Dustin Wynn Megatron cover for the Transformers 19. Let me take a look. See if they explain it at all. Here we go. The premium blind bag contains 3 limited editions of the one-shot selected randomly from a range of covers exclusive to this offering, including virgin variants, color blanks, and more. The number of blind bags is limited and allocations may occur. So it looks like it's variants that are only available in the blind bag. Okay, sorry. So we have this awesome Dustin Wynn Transformers 19 third printing. Oh, no problem at all. We have a Transformers 23 second print Jason Aaron Decepticon cover. A Transformers 23 second print Jason Howard Autobot cover. Transformers 7 second print with RC on the cover. Vampirella trade paperback volume 9, The Dark World. Vampirella Armageddon number 9 with a Matina cover. A Leslie Lyrics Lee cover. Joseph Michael Linsner C cover. The cosplay cover. I think they're great, but if you were collecting them all, you'd have a short box full of just those variants already. Oop, what did I just click? Here we go. 1 in 10, 1 in 10, 1 in 15, 1 in 15. Walking Dead 133, A cover by David Finch. B cover by interior artist Charlie Adlard. Cliff Rathburn, the colorist, actually, doing the C cover. Cover D by Art Adams. David Finch cover for cover E. We Don't Kill Spiders, Season of the Witch, number 3, from Joseph Schmalke. The 1 in 10, Megan Hutchinson. White Sky, number 1, second print. If you missed out on White Sky, want to try it out, here is the second print coming. I will tell you again what it's about. I will, Jerry. White Sky, 5 years ago, the sky turned white and the world ended. Violet and her father, David, are forced out of hiding and flee toward the ruins of San Francisco, where they believe they'll be safe. But in this haunted world ruled by ghosts, no place is safe. If you missed the first print, you want to try it out, second print coming. Oop, there we go. This is the Art Adams cover here. Sir Jerry, thank you very much. Wonder Woman #1 facsimile. Pretty cool facsimile of the very first Wonder Woman, a Golden Age book. $9.99. Here is the Wonder Woman 31, cover A, with Wonder Woman and her daughter, Trinity. B, David Nakayama cover. D cover with Monarch. E, Leslie Lyrics Lee International Women's Day cover. Daniel Sampier cornerbox spot foil. Wrestle Heist from Kyle Starks, issue 4. And the B cover, this is the Invincible team up variant for Wrestle Heist. I would guess if people are trying to collect all the Invincible variants, this is going to end up being one of the rarest. And that's it for Lunar. We'll go start doing Penguin Random House, which is Marvel and Dark Horse and Boom, and a couple others. Here are some DC things here. I think these are on FOC next week through Lunar. Yeah, maybe Narco as well. This is for the Free Comic Book Day. Absolute Batman hardcover, the Jim Lee cover, Absolute Superman hardcover, the Jim Lee cover. These are releasing on Free Comic Book Day. And then the Jim Lee Wonder Woman hardcover. These are all hardcover volume 1s of those Absolute books except the Jim Lee covers. Always a Catch, volume 6, manga. American Caper, #5 from Dark Horse. An A and a B cover. The B cover is by Simon Bisley. Ancient Magus Bride, volume 10. Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You, volume 10. One of my favorite books by the Miranda brothers, Arcadia, issue 4. Let me see. Is this the last issue of this series? I can't remember. Let's see. No, it just says, continuing the epic sci-fi adventure. Yeah. I'm glad. I don't remember how long this series is supposed to go, if it's an ongoing or what, but I'm loving it. If you're missing out, this is a new book from Ignition Press. I believe we have all issues in stock, or at least I may have ordered some new. We have #1s for sure. I think I just ordered #2s, some more #2s. Here's issue 4. Backstabbed in a Backwater Dungeon, BBC Pride and Prejudice coloring book. Blue Lock #28. Briar Knight's Terror #4. 2 more covers for Briar Knight's Terror. And a third. Bride of Ignat, volume 1. So what is that? A trade paperback and a hardcover. Yeah, it's cool. Cat Companions Maru, Volume 6. Bunch of different mangas. Codenamed Villainous, Volume 6. Condition Called Love, 17. Uh, Copper Coins, Curie Society. Cyclops #1 getting a second print. Daughter of Crows. Deadly Hands of Kunlun #2. This is the current Iron Fist series. And then here's the Daredevil variant. Okay, cool. So they're doing a Daredevil variant run of covers. That means I have to collect all of those. Cool Daredevil variant. Deluge #5 from Ignition Press. Ignition Press is the publisher who just announced the next book from Rob Guillory coming out from Ignition Press. Deluge 5B. Devil on My Shoulder 4A. Disney Manga, Spanish edition. Dragon Head #2. Dragon Quest #3. Dungeons of Doom #3. The main cover. Here is the Carlos Magna variant. This Jungan Yoon is the incentive ratio variant. Everything for the Demon King, Eve Logia, Volume 1. Fantastic Four, #9, B cover. Got it, Brian? Thank you. Fantastic Four, here's the A main cover. The B cover by Corin Howell, which is not the B cover. This is the ratio incentive cover. And then the Joe Jusko variant here on Fantastic Four. And then we have a Joshua Swaby Malice cover. And then the Virgin is another incentive ratio. That's scary beautiful. And then there is a Mike Allred Doom homage variant. All right, Brian, you want the Swaby? Got it. I do like this one. That's a good way to do it. Fantastic Four, First Foes, #1. Yes, the Virgin is a ratio. Fantastic Four, First Foes, #1. From the world of the cinematic masterpiece. So this takes place in the movie universe. Return to the universe of the legendary film of the first of a series of specials. On Earth 828, a cosmic mishap has transformed 4 brave astronauts into the world's champions and protectors. They are the Fantastic Four. But one person isn't happy about things. He's known as the Mad Thinker, and he's determined to get his proper due by turning the city of tomorrow against his heroic patrons. Dan Slott, Ryan North, Mark Buckingham, Phil Noto. Got it, Tony? Thank you. Here is the B Kafu variant. Yes, sir. Here's the Kafu variant. Then the Kari Andrews variant. the Phil Noto variant. Far Cry, Cole the Herd, issue 5. Fuzzy Higgy, Generation X 23, number 2. There's some kind of battling going on there. The Maria Wolf cover. There's a Virgin incentive ratio, but there's also an open order trade dress. I'm not always a Maria Wolf fan, but this is cool. And a Peach Momoko variant here. That's a cool peach cover. And the Simone DeMeo Marvel Monster variant. Glasses with a Chance of Delinquent. Godzilla number 9. This is a cool one. Faro cover. That's pretty neat. And then we have the, what is this? 1 in 15 homage cover. A new Gru book. Yeah, agreed. Sergio Aragonés Gru the Prophecy, number 1. Been a while since we've had a Gru book come out. A new Gru tale of prophecy and catastrophe as only Gru brings. A 4-issue series. Incredible Hulk Epic Collection. Inglorious X-Force number 3. Featuring the awesome Boom Boom. Here's the main cover. This one here by C.F. Villa. Alrighty. Sierra, if you like Gru, I have a huge stack of Grus back here waiting to be processed. That if you would like me to work on for you, I can. Awesome. Main cover Inglorious X-Force. Here is the ratio incentive here. Here is the Doom homage cover. The Mike Hawthorne variant. Those are the options for X-Force. Innocent Rogue, Omnibus Volume 2. Into the Deepest, Most Unknowable Dungeon, Volume 13. Iron Man, number 3. The main cover there on the left. That is the incentive ratio on the right by Bengal. A cool Carmen Carnero cover on the left. A MODOK cover on the right. To all of you who say MODOK looks stupid in the movie, what all you meant to say is MODOK looks stupid, right? You could take off the in the movie part and just say MODOK looks stupid. Right. That's just my opinion. Here's the Iron Man number 3, Mateo Lally April Fool's Day. Deadpool doing his best April Fool Iron Man homage, wearing cardboard boxes to look like Iron Man, doing the classic Iron Man pose. Iron Man number 3, the Scotty Young connecting cover. 1, 2, and 3 all have Scotty Young connecting covers. It's Just a Dream, right? Volume 2. Jeff the Land Shark. This is a collected edition of recent Jeff the Land Shark tales. Bish will take the Lolly April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day, excuse me. Got it, thank you. Just Like Mona Lisa, Volume 8. Kale X Yaku, number 11. Kill All Immortals, number 3. Volume 2, number 3. From friend of the store, Zach Kaplan. Zach Kaplan has like 3 new books coming out this year. We are excited about those. Killing Me, Killing You, Volume 1. Noel, number 3. This is the Art Adams Incentive Ratio 1 in 25 Noel cover. So I know we'll be getting at least 25 for Chris to claim this. Bish will take Noel 1A. I mean Noel 3A, excuse me. Oh, that is cool. Sitting back to back on a throne of skulls and monsters. Thanos and Noel. Thank you, Bish. Here is the David Parator Doom homage variant of Noel. Sure. This is the 1 in 25 ratio cover. With Thanos and his girlfriend. And here is the Jeff Shaw monster variant with Noel as a mummy. The Last Voyage of Sinbad by renowned artist Richard Corbin. 2 more mangas. Legend of Exorcism, Volume 5. Loner Life in Another World, Volume 14. Magic the Gathering, Untold Stories, Jace, number 1. There's the A cover by Caitlin Yarsky and the B cover by Francesco Francavilla. It's you, Jace! And you look great in these robes, I must say. Here is the C cover by Alexei Bricklot. Manga Quest History, The Cold War and Beyond. Hardcover and trade paperback. Manga Quest Math Adventures, Dinosaur Adventures. Mark Spector Moon Knight, second print. That's the 1 in 25 of the second print. Here is the open order cover of Mark Spector Moon Knight, number 1, if you missed out on the first print. Margrave's Daughter, Volume 7. Punisher Marvel Knights, number 4. And this really cool John Jang cover. We are big John Jang supporters. John just told me, I talked to him, he's going to send something for our charity art auction for Free Comic Book Day. I thought that was really cool of him. This is the John Jang cover to Punisher 4. All right, Tony, thank you very much. Thank you. The Incentive Ratio by Lucio Perillo. Marvel La Enciclopedia. This is the Spanish Marvel Encyclopedia. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. Minor Arcana Collected Edition, Volume 3. My Darling Devilish Daughter, Volume 1. My Girlfriend's Child, Volume 10. My Love Story with Yamada-kun, Volume 6. My New Life as a Cat, Volume 13. Here's a new series here from Boom, Neighborhood Watch. I like that A cover. It's drawn me in. Dig into an all-new, mind-bending thriller from Hugo Award-winning writer Sarah Gailey and fan-favorite artist Haining. Jill Hewitt, community leader and wife of a respected police officer, has turned up with a gunshot wound in a tunnel connecting with the Whale Haven gated community with the neighboring Open Arms Collective. And now the VP of the HOA and the kitchen steward of the collective has stumbled upon her body at the exact same time, instantly casting blame across the divide. Forced into an uneasy alliance to discover the truth, they'll need to work together to uncover the secrets both communities hold to figure out who's responsible for this crime and what they could possibly gain from it. And what was Jill doing in that tunnel in the first place? Looks like an interesting series from Boom, Neighborhood Watch, Issue 1. There's the A cover, the B cover by Vilches, the C cover, which they call the Flashlight variant, from Jenny Frison. And these are two incentive ratio variants here. And another incentive ratio. And then this Virgin Jenny Frison is an open order. Oh, and look, another open order, the H cover, which is a version of the A cover with a little bit different coloring. Okay, C cover is the glow-in-the-dark. No, not glow-in-the-dark. No, glow-in-the-dark. Yes, glow-in-the-dark. They call it the glow-in-the-dark flashlight version. Got it. Thank you, Brian. New Avengers number 10. All right, Tony as well. Thank you. All right, the Davila cover for New Avengers number 10. Nizumi's First Love number 3. Powers 25 number 7. A cover, B cover. Predator Bloodshed number 2. The main cover and the Sorrentino variant. And then they have the incentive ratio. Psylocke Ninja number 3. This is the main cover here with Psylocke, Wolverine, and Jubilee. This beautiful Akka cover. There is an open order and then a ratio incentive Virgin cover of Psylocke Ninja 3 Akka. Let's get a closer look at this beauty. Or not. There it is. Very nice. That really is gorgeous. Coming out of a flower, an orchid it looks like. And then the Elektra variant. They call the other one a Daredevil variant, which had Elektra on it. And this one they call Versus Elektra variant. All right. And then there's the Torrin Clark variant, both open order. Punisher number 2. The main cover, featuring Jigsaw. The Alex Maleev is an incentive ratio variant. Then there is a Chad Harden April Fool's Day variant. Deadpool doing his, his thing. Pantsing Punisher. I would say that's the wrong guy to pants, but if you got a healing factor, it doesn't matter. And then a Marvel Comics Presents variant with Punisher reading a comic book. This is the one I like. The Fabrizio Di Tommaso Doom homage cover with Punisher on Doom's throne. I think it's pretty cool looking. Instead of the Punisher symbol, he's got Doom's mask on his as a logo. I think that's pretty cool. And then look, the NetEase Games Marvel Rivals variant. Nice. Open order. And a Simone DeMeo open order variant too. Lots of choices for Punisher number 2. A River from the Sky. Rogue number 3. DNA doing the A cover, the main cover. Alessandro Capuccio doing the Monster Marvel variant. Looks like Rogue as Medusa. Ratio variant there on the left by Chris Lee. Derek Chu. That's a gorgeous Derek Chu cover. Open order. With our favorite Savage Land Rogue. A Virgin as an incentive ratio. Side Dimensional Rivals, Peach Momoko's book. Gorgeous Peach Momoko cover, as usual. A Mike Del Mundo variant, who is her partner on this book, Sai, doing the variant cover. Servamp, Volume 23. Something is Killing the Children, number 46. The main cover. The variant, which is a Virgin Frizzen cover. I don't think you should play with a chainsaw that way. The full art Virgin Chang variant. And then the 1 in 10 incentive ratio by Chang. Yes, sir. Thank you, Bish. One in 20, 1 in 25, 1 in 50, 1 in 75, 1 in 10 quote for Jerry. Will do, Jerry. Thank you. The 1 in 75 was very cool. And then the 1 in 100 Huddleston cover. And then this is an open order, the FOC reveal dressed. And this is an open order, a Virgin of the A cover. Spy X Family Season 1 card game. Star Wars High Republic Adventures, The Complete Phase 3, Part 1. Stranger Things and Dungeons & Dragons Library Edition. Yeah, a lot of cool covers. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Godzilla, number 5. Including a B cover by Junie Ba of a Godzilla Shredder. Then we have the Matt Frank cover and a Virgin as an incentive ratio. Casey Jones, the main cover. The variant by Galusha. And a Virgin incentive ratio of that Galusha cover. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the IDW Collection, Volume 9. Too Many Losing Heroines, Volume 7. Traitor Queen Deluxe Edition. Tyler Rake, an Extraction story. You remember that movie called Extraction on Netflix? Starring Chris Hemsworth? This is that. This is a continuation of that. There's been 2 movies now of the Chris Hemsworth Extraction movies. This is in that same universe. From Ignition Press, experience the early days of Tyler Rake in this new prequel series, debuting ahead of the new Extraction film on Netflix. Mercenary in hiding, Tyler Rake thought he was starting over, but his story is just beginning. Working as a bouncer in one of Sao Paulo's most popular nightclubs, Tyler's world is about to be upended when a tussle with a connected drug dealer goes horribly wrong, forcing him to take on a job he never wanted in order to stay hidden. Original writer Ande Parks reunites with his best-known franchise, Extraction, to exploring the early days of its star with artist Ronan Cliquette and colorist Rhonda Pattinson. Okay, so this is the writer from... Okay. So this writer developed Ciudad with the Russo brothers and wrote the graphic novel's script. The book was adapted as a worldwide hit film franchise for Netflix, titled Extraction and starring Chris Hemsworth. Okay, cool. B cover, Marco Santucci. And 1 in 10 incentive ratio. This is the second printing incentive ratio for Ultimate In-Game 2. Here is the open order second printing Peach Momoko cover of Ultimate In-Game 2. And here is the main cover of Ultimate In-Game 3. Here is the open order variant by David Marquez for Ultimate In-Game 3, the Jonas Scharf Black Panther variant In-Game 3, Mike Del Mundo variant for In-Game 3, and then on the right is the Phil Noto ratio variant. What a boring cover for a ratio variant. Yeah, I said it. You can quote me. Stephanie Hahn's beautiful cover. Open order, I might add. This one. This is a variant. This is a ratio. Isn't that boring for a ratio? Incentive ratio? Oh, I better buy 50 of these so I can get that one. I don't know. I'm just being bitter. The Stonehouse homage. Now this is really cool. This is a ratio variant. That's really cool. Ultimate X-Men Omnibus Volume 4. 2 different covers to choose from. One by Art Adams, one by Kari Andrews. Yeah, Jerry, I agree. Totally. Uncanny X-Men 25. Gail Simone's Uncanny X-Men turns 25. She's been doing such a great job. Wolverine versus Wolfman. Main cover here. This is the Incentive Ejikure cover. Here is another open order cover, and this great Pete Woods Doom homage variant featuring Gambit in the role of Iron Man versus Doom, that famous Iron Man 150 cover. I like that. That's a good cover. Versus number 5, VR Troopers, the collected edition. Weakest Tamer, Volume 12. The Weathering, a novel. Web of Venom, number 1. Great Web of Spider-Man homage cover right there. Web of Venom. The even aller newer Venom. There is an even newer symbiote wearing hero on the scene, sporting the red and blue Spidey-inspired look on the streets of Earth 616. But it's not Mary Jane Watson, and it's not Eddie Parker, but it is someone that Peter knows well, someone both he and Spider-Man have had many encounters with, someone looking to use this new web-slinging identity to make their much-deserved comeback. The saga of the new fan-favorite red and blue alien costume takes a whole new turn, kicking a classic Spider character into a whole new direction that has no intention of giving up. Here is the main open order cover of Web of Venom. Here's the Adam Gorham Homage variant, also an open order. This is the Juan Ferreira foil variant. The Logan Lubera is an incentive ratio variant. The design variant is also incentive ratio. The Nitho Diaz is the Ultimate Farewell open order cover. Peach Momoko open order cover. Pere Perez open order cover. And the Scotty Young super cute, gonna be a huge hit cover. Open order, Scotty Young. I'm not even going to ask where that web is coming out of. That's a good one. I think that one's going to really stand out. Okay. Bishop will take. Got it. And then, let's see here. Brian. Got it. Matt. Got it. Jerry. Got it. Great job, guys. Here is an incentive ratio version. Yep. Wiccan, Witches Road number 4, main cover, and the Leslie Lyrics Lee variant. Witches Who Trade with Death novel. Wolverine, Weapons of Armageddon, number 2. I mistakenly told a customer today that this was a one-shot. If you're that customer and you're on here now, sorry. It is a 4 or 5 issue miniseries. Wolverine, Weapons of Armageddon, number 2, with Chip Zdarsky on writing and Lino Francis Yu on art. Here is issue 2 of Wolverine, Weapons of Armageddon. A cover, main cover. This Aaron Cooter is a ratio variant, but this Dave Raposa is an open order. Yeah, I know. And they're going to say, that guy at the comic shop lied to me. Because I was mistaken. With Captain America on this cover here. And then this great Sanford Green cover featuring Wolverine and Nuke. I love this one. Let's open this one up bigger. I'm a big Sanford Green fan, and I think this is a killer cover. And then there's a virgin cover of that as a ratio incentive. And here are some collected editions of the recent Age of Revelation books. Here are some trade paperback collected versions of those stories. X-Men Age of Revelation, Book of Revelation, X-Men Age of Revelation Overture, and X-Men Age of Revelation World of Revelation. Good call, Jerry. And Brian, sorry. And you. I missed that. Thank you. Call Jerry. Okay, call Brian. Thank you. Sorry, I missed that. Those collected editions of the Revelation, um, Happy Hail Volume 5, and Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games Volume 9. That's our FOC show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This will be posted again, so you can watch it even if you missed it. I will end this recording, and then, Brian, I'll go over it with you again. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day.